Hello everyone, how you doing? Stompar Gamer here. Gonna do a quick little video here today. My daughter's probably gonna be home any minute and probably gonna come down through here and distract me, so hopefully we can finish this video before that happens. If you see over my left shoulder, you'll see a big box. My first officer on my last trip kept talking about her very nice Secret Labs chair, so I got one. So this chair is going away because it's old and my butt goes to sleep. So I'll be putting together that chair once I'm done with this video. But on to what we're talking about. I'm going to fly the Esperia Talon today. I actually turned mine into another ship. I don't even remember which ship. Because I basically told myself I have enough light fighters. And I found myself using the Arrow or the Gladius more than the Talon. Which isn't to say the Talon is a bad ship. Just saying that personally, I found I used the other ships more, and I thought they were a better value in the game. Now, the Talon is an excellent ship. We're going to fly this one stock today and take a look at it and just play around, maybe knock out a bounty or two. Again, the Talon is a very, very maneuverable ship. If I had to compare it with anything, it would definitely be the Arrow for maneuverability. Survivability is pretty close to the Gladius, except for one glaring issue. This beautiful bird of prey flies amazing in atmo, out of atmosphere, etc. But once you lose a wing, it's over. It loses control, spins, etc. It's not the best at that. But we're going to go ahead and take a peek at it. And we'll go ahead and launch now. And this is, again, the stock loadout, which I'm not even sure what's on it. I don't remember. I think it's 2 gimbaled, yeah, Light Strike 3 cannons. Not the best loadout. I would go with fixed size 4. Either gimbaled size 3 repeaters or size 4 repeaters fixed. I would not go with cannons for this ship in particular. And then talking about the rest of the alien ships. Remember, Star Citizen Chris Roberts have made it very clear, with alien ships, you are going to pay an alien ship tax. And what that means is for the same price. So basically, this alien ship is more expensive than, say, a Gladius. And yet it's on par with a Gladius or an Arrow. So it's much more expensive. You're basically paying for the coolness of flying an alien ship. So there's that. It's a conscious decision to pay more real-world or in-game money to get this ship because you purely want to fly an alien ship. And then as far as the other ships go, I'll tell you that the Prowler came out. It was overpowered. And then it kind of got nerfed, and now it's not exactly... I mean, again, it was basically the best heavy fighter in the game as a dropship. So it's a good thing it got nerfed. Now it's back to a dropship. It's a very large target. It does still have decent firepower, but I would not call it a primary fighter by any stretch of the imagination. Now, I forgot to check the performance of this in atmosphere, so we're going to head it back on down a little bit, lower altitude. I was distracted talking with you guys. But the Prowler is a good drop strip. It should be a good for stealth gameplay, so again, its main purpose will be to be a stealthy ship. To come in, sneak behind enemy lines to an outpost, etc., and drop off troops, and maybe give them some cover when it's in the area. So I enjoyed the Prowler when I had one. It was fun to fly. Roll on the Talon, very good, as we already know. Hasn't changed since it's been released. Pitch, with no thruster assistance, also very good. And yaw and Atmo, also very good. This is just simply one of the best handling light fighters in the game. So, atmospheric test pretty much done. We're not going to spend a lot of time testing its maneuverability because we know this is where this ship shines. It can freaking outmaneuver just about anything. Alright, so we got our, still in armistice zone. I want to confirm that these are energy cannons. I should know this, but I didn't even look because I'm trying to rush this before my daughter gets home. The joys of being a father. The main thing I do remember is it used to have a huge bug that was just horrible, where the canopy would open and close in flight, and then I think that has been fixed and resolved. Where the hell's Everest Harbor? You're here somewhere. There you are. So that's been fixed, so you no longer have to worry about everything disappearing, because my god was that annoying. The shields are very good on this, and like I said, survivability for the most part is good. One main issue I do have with all alien fighters, especially any of the Vandal ones, is the simple fact that it sometimes can be hard to see, red targets, etc., due to the coloration. Esperia is a little bit better than the other ones. How you doing, Zumzifero? Alright, so top speed 1235, pretty much in line, again, with the Arrow or the Buccaneer. I'm just going full reverse thrust to see how the braking is, just using that.
Hello.
Okay, braking. Let's add some boost. Much better and good boost. Look how long that boost is lasting us. So very good boost control on this. But its braking is, it's got a very high, good acceleration, slow deceleration. So you have to be mindful of that as you come into combat. Alright, we'll go ahead and get this locked into SCM for the next test in space. Roll. We'll do as we approach this. I wish it was daytime. Roll in space is much faster than atmosphere. So you got much better roll in space than Atmo, which is interesting, and I had not noticed that before. Alright, we'll come over here, we'll do the test of pitch first, as usual. Heck, I might have to turn on my lights. Assuming we even have lights. We do, sweet. Alright. Here we go, pitching around this target. Full pitch. So at full thrust, it is hard to stay on target just because of the G's that you can put into this. Look at this. I'm blacking out on the usual maneuverability test just because of the G's it's able to pull. So, whew. Alright, let's check yaw next. Hi there, large immovable object that would hurt. Let's get ourselves established in the rotation, start adding some forward thrust. Yaw is definitely much weaker than the pitch. But definitely still very good. So it's another ship where you're going to want to use pitch more than yaw, which is again a recurring theme on a lot of ships in this game. Alright, let's take a look and see if we can find ourselves a bounty real fast. Sure, let's try an HRT. Where are you? Oh good, it's on Hurston, so we might be able to fight in Atmo. Please be on the day side. Night fighting in Atmo is just, not fun. Alright, it's around Breckenridge. So we'll head to Breckenridge and let's see what we can find. So again, my main thought on the Talon is it's extremely maneuverable with really good acceleration. If it's a fighter you're looking at getting, I really have nothing bad to say about it except for the cost and what happens if you lose a wing. But every ship needs to have its own personality, so I'm totally fine with it having something like that. One of the other notes for the Talon, there's the Talon Shrike, which is the missile variant of the Talon. I do not recommend the Shrike, at least not in this current point in time with the way missiles are. Missiles are way, way too easy to avoid in the current gameplay. Half the time you don't even need to use countermeasures, just turn 90 degrees, accelerate, and they blow past you. And if you're lazy, you pop one or two countermeasures and ignore them completely. So really, even like the Freelancer miss, anything like that, that gameplay is very lacking at the point in time. Freelancer at least has 4 size 3 weapons. The Shrike has like 2 size 2s. So it's really not worth it, in my opinion, to spend the large amount of money that is required for... Yes, we got cannons. Not the best loadout for this ship. You would much prefer to have repeaters. So let's see what we can do here. So it's most likely going to be a hurricane. Lately, all my bounties have been hurricanes with their HRTs. And the only downside is if you got something with frickin' scatterguns on you, you might get one shot. You gotta be really careful. I was gonna do a Hawk video. My friend was gonna load me his, but I just don't have time. I leave it on another trip tomorrow. So for the other alien ships, the Banu Defender is still a very strong ship. I am not a fan of the Defender just because, well, I don't like the crab look. If I owned a merchantman, I would definitely get one. Again, the same reason I'm looking at getting a Buccaneer is simply because I have a Kraken, so I want a Buccaneer. If I had a merchantman, I'd get a Defender. It's still a very strong fighter. I won't have time to make a video on it. I have made one before in the past. The interior is very unique. Yep, Hurricane. So I do like the interior. Alright, let's focus on fighting here, and then I'll talk about the rest of the alien fighters. I'll say the Vandal ones, their loadouts with the cannons make it very hard to hit stuff. If you're good with cannons and you want it just for the appearance, sure, but I wouldn't spend real money. Get one in game. Alright, we're going to slow our closure rate here. Be funny if I die to a missile. I did get it. Now I'm getting shot. Alright, here we go. So we can stay on this guy without a problem. Hydrogen fuel 70. We just started! How are we at 75%? That's ridiculous. Alright, so we're taking a lot of fire here. We're going to go ahead and try to head out, back off, put ourselves in a corkscrew, let these shields recharge for this guy flying a little goofy, throwing off the NPCs. So I'm noticing gimbaled and the lag pip do not work very well. That's something I hadn't noticed before because I haven't been using gimbal in a while. It's like the pip doesn't know which to follow.
Attack on shield.
See how it's not like tracking the target? It's tracking the pip, but not the target. We're gonna run away from here. And then we're gonna go to fixed. As soon as we can get our shields back. Assuming we can.
Got something for you.
Alright, so gun mode. Alright, there we go, there's fixed. Alright. Damn! So yeah, definitely getting more hits on target fixed. See what I'm saying about missiles? It's like, for the most part, I'm just ignoring. Pop a countermeasure, maybe get a little maneuvering in there. I'm getting more danger from the small light fighters that keep whittling my shields down. Alright, so there goes the Hurricane. So again, the biggest issue I'm having with the fighter is not the maneuverability, not the survivability, but fighting the loadout. That's the main problem. Repeaters are always better against fighters or quick-moving targets. So right now I'm taking a lot of fire. Back up, come back. And you're a much bigger cross-section in the Talon. A nice desync there, game. Much bigger cross-section than you are in something like an Anvil Arrow. Wow, that desync. Than you are in an Anvil Arrow or even a Gladius. Those wings stick out and make easy targets. Most of the fire I'm taking tends to be on the wings.
Attack
Oh, we didn't pick up call to arms. What a waste. Now the Avengers Stalker, that's one I need to get. I don't have any Avengers right now, but I'll tell you it's one ship that has definitely aged well in the game. Still an excellent fighter. Good all-around ship. It's very maneuverable, durable, decent loadout. You really can't go wrong with an Avenger if you have one. That's probably a Buccaneer eating us away. We should probably focus on that one. Ah, it's a Gladius. Let's kill this guy first. So yeah, the loadout, like I said, is just not ideal for fighting fighters. Cannons, the main issue with cannons is the projectile speed is so slow. So it makes it really hard to hit fast-moving, agile targets. When it does hit, obviously you get good alpha, it's good for taking shields down, but it's just not ideal. Like right now, I could probably have killed this ship already. I'm having to be more patient and focus, which is good practice.
Target destroyed.
But like in a PvP environment, not as good. Alright, so Talon came out of that fight. Took some decent damage, but mostly unscathed. Kept all of our wing feathers. And paint still looks good. So again, do I think the Talon's an excellent fighter? Yes. Would I make the Talon my primary fighter? Look at your hydrogen fuel and answer that question for me. One engagement, and we're at basically half hydrogen fuel. We didn't use boost a lot. I was trying to be very sparing with using boost. I could have done a lot more pre-turning if I'd used boost. But we just kind of flew the fighter, and we're at half hydrogen. We're going to have to go back to refuel. By the time we get there, we're going to be close to empty. So really, I love the look of the Talon. I like the maneuverability of the Talon. I mean, you can't argue with it. The stock loadout leaves something to be desired. Like I said, I would prefer some fixed size 4s or gibbled size 3 repeaters. But it's still an excellent fighter if you like the looks and you're willing to pay the alien tax, and you're willing to have to refuel pretty often for the hydrogen burn and smaller hydrogen tank. I say go for it. Out of all the alien fighters, I put the Talon at number 1, the Banu Defender at number 2. And that's it. Cartu Wall, the coming Centaur guy, I think they're too large a target. They're very maneuverable, but they're just too large of a target, especially if you've got your side cross-section to an enemy. Even a novice pilot's going to be able to hit you. But that's my opinion. The Merchantman, highly recommend, especially if you're lucky enough to get it before the darn thing became $600 US. The price has significantly gone up. But again, I think it's worth that price. Me, personally, I don't have it, because I have a Kraken. Yeah. So yeah, hydrogen fuel 50%. Whoo! So again, overall review, Talon is still in an excellent place. Now that they fixed the canopy opening and closing, it's much better. It's a great fighter and a solid fighter. It is a little bit behind the Gladius and the Arrow, in my opinion. Would I be comfortable taking this into combat? Yes. Prolonged combat? No, because you're going to run out of fuel. But excellent ship, a lot of fun, great appearance, and I miss it mostly for that, because I always liked flying around this pretty bird. Definitely one of the knocked out of the park looks from CIG that I think we can all agree on. So again, that pretty much concludes this video. I'm going to go ahead and land back here in Lorville and refuel. We'll take a look and see how much it cost in repairs and refuel, but where's my landing bay? There it is. When you say proceed to a assigned landing bay, I expect to see my marker. So yeah, when I finish the stream, I'll be putting together my Secret Labs chair that I paid way too much money for. I really, 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 really wanted another chair from Monster Tech that was basically 1,300 bucks. I would have gone full chair mounted with my controls, and in my opinion, had a much better setup ergonomically, appearance wise, everything. But it's a lot of money. So I took advantage of the Secret Lab sale. They're having a sale right now, and got my chair relatively cheap for what it is. But I wanted a chair that's cushion would last longer than my current Kinzel Gaming, which Kinzel's gone out of business, so you can't even get like a replacement cushion for it. And we flew that whole time with our lights on. Cool. Anyway, thanks for joining me, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to try to be more current with my videos, etc. It's just hard with real life. I want to keep making content for you guys, but it is hard. So have a good one. Enjoy your summers. Remember, winter is coming. So again, we spent less than a thousand UEC repairing and refueling, so not too bad. It's just a really small hydrogen fuel tank is the main downfall, in my opinion, with this ship. So take care, everyone. Enjoy yourselves, and keep in touch. Leave me comments. Tell me if my videos stink. Tell me if you want to see something else. Tell me if they're good. Um, take care. I do like the animation. I'm just gonna sit here and watch it close up.